Oh, I got that pesky curtain behind me. Hang on. I should remember to do this before I start recording, because it makes it so bright in here. This one does too. Let's see what happens with that. Is that too dark? I think that might be a little too dark. I have so many problems now. How are you? How was your day? I painted some chairs and I made a face mask all by myself. So I'm not very big on the sewing thing, but I did try and it turned out pretty well. I will show you. Hang on. Here it is. See? And I made it. I think it needs to be a little longer. I think it's not as long as it should be. But at least I did it, and so I'll cut the material a little different next time. I don't know who these cats are. Do you? Let me open them up. Let me know if you know who they are. All right, so today we're going to read Big Bird's Day on the Farm. Big Bird's Day on the Farm. And it's like Grandpa Craver's Day on the farm, right? This is Big Bird. We all know who Big Bird is, right? You don't have to tell me. I was on my way to Sesame Street when I saw a sign at a fork in the road. It said, "No Through Road." I still think that is either too bright or too dark. What a funny name for a road, I said. So this is Big Bird talking. On his way to Sesame Street, and he saw the sign that says, "No Through Road." Maybe this is the way to Sesame Street, I said, as I walked along the dirt road. At least this looks like a nice place, with grass and trees and flowers. Maybe there are some nice people here who can tell me how to get home. So he is trying to find someone that can tell him how to get to Sesame Street. That's fun. Hi there! I greeted a flock of chickens pecking on the road. Do you mind if I join you for dinner? Their dinner was a little different from the birdseed I usually got on Sesame Street, but it still tasted good to me. I was glad to have it. I was hungry. I looked up and saw a little girl staring down at me. "You're the biggest chicken I've ever seen," she said. "I'm not a big chicken. I'm a big bird," I said. "Nice to meet you, Big Bird. I'm Ruthie, and this is my brother Floyd." Ruthie and Floyd were about the healthiest looking kids I had ever seen. They had rosy cheeks and bright, friendly eyes. There's Ruthie and Floyd. Still a little dark in here. Hang on. I'm going to get all this together one of these days, where it's not going to be too sunshiny or too dark, or I'm not going to forget things. How's that? Is that better? "Would you like to visit our farm, Big Bird?" asked Ruthie. "Oh, thanks," I answered with a yawn. "Oh, it's too late for me to get all the way to Sesame Street today." Ruthie and Floyd took me to the barn. They made me a soft nest out of hay. It felt really warm and comfortable. This place was already a lot nicer than the Dodo's house. All right, the Dodo's house, if you remember, I know your parents will remember, and I think Allie and Owen have seen this movie, I know they have, Follow That Bird, where he goes and lives with the Dodos. As they tucked me in, Floyd asked, "Will you stay and play with us tomorrow? You could help us feed the animals." "I'd like that," I answered. "When the rooster crows, you know it's time to get up." Then they kissed me good night. They're so nice. Aren't they nice? I waited and waited for the rooster to crow. Maybe he's taking a nap, I thought as I fell asleep. Cock-a-doodle-doo! I woke up and saw the sun coming up over the hen house. After breakfast, Ruthie and Floyd took me to see the cows. The first chore we do every day is milk the cows and feed them hay. So this is him looking out the window waiting for the rooster. And this is milking the cows. I've actually done that before, a long time ago when I was a little girl. "Gee," I said, On Sesame Street, we get our milk from Hooper's store. I can see you have a lot to learn, said Floyd with a laugh. Come on, let's get started. Next, we went to the hen house. Ruthie and Floyd showed me how to take eggs out to the nest gently and carry them carefully in an egg basket. Gee, I said, on Sesame Street, we get our eggs in cardboard cartons. Charlotte and Evelyn, are you going to be getting eggs from your chickens someday? I used to help my grandma collect eggs from her chickens. Then Ruthie and Floyd took me to the pig pen. Here's your breakfast, said Ruthie to the pigs. The pigs were happy to get their breakfast. They had scraps of toast and leftover milk, bits of fried egg, and last night's apple peelings. You look like someone I know back home, I said to one little piggy. Where'd you come from? Huh? When we went out to the field to feed the horses, I carried the bag of oats. We poured the oats into the trough for the horses. Bert likes oatmeal too, I said. He would love it here. I thought about Bert and Ernie, and even Oscar, and I miss my home. But this was a nice place to be in the meantime. Those are the oats. Bert really likes oatmeal. Oatmeal is delicious. Now we'll show you where honey comes from, said Ruthie, leading me out in the field to the beehives. The bees gather nectar from the flowers and they bring it here to their hive. Then they turn the nectar into honey and we put the honey on our pancakes. Bees sure are nice, I said, but don't pet them, said Floyd. Charlotte and Evelyn used to have a beehive just like this at your house in Virginia. You asked your dad. You guys can ask Uncle Josh about bees. Then Ruthie, Floyd, and I went to the apple orchard. I know how to pick these apples fast, I said. Without even standing on tiptoe, I could reach every apple on the tree. I wish we could have you around every year at apple picking time. It's good to have a very tall bird when you have to get up in the tree. Or a very tall anything, I guess, right? In the garden, Ruthie and Floyd picked cucumbers and tomatoes off the vines. My job was to check the green peas and the string beans to see if there were any ripe ones. I couldn't believe it when Ruthie pulled a carrot right out of the ground. Gee, I said, on Sesame Street we get our vegetables from Mr. McIntosh's fruit and vegetable stand. You guys know carrots grow on the ground, right? Big Bird's silly. And tomatoes, you know where they grow. Now the sun was high in the sky. I was tired and hungry from working on the farm, but it was a good kind of tired. It was time to go to the house for a delicious farm lunch. Looks like they're having salad and eggs and bread and tomatoes. I guess that's a farm lunch. Then it was time for me to go home. Come and visit us again, said Ruthie and Floyd, waving goodbye. Thanks for everything, I said. I had a wonderful day on the farm. I looked up the road, then down. By the way, I said, can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? I said that at the beginning. I didn't even know he was going to say that. Well, hopefully he got back because, well, he wound up on Sesame Street anyway, so hopefully that's a good thing. So, that's all I got for today. Call me and tell me what you're doing. I hope you had a good day. Love you very much. Bye.